snow. And more snow. Just got all the clips up for the vlog, and this one is a bit of a long vlog. Just finished editing the vlog now. This was a longer vlog, so it took a while, and I don't want to forget, so I'm just going to minus that, and then on my other monitor, what I like to do so that I don't forget when I have to get stuff up is, one second, I'll just open it up right here. I just like to open up the YouTube studio thing and then just leave that on the side there, because then I remember to actually upload the video eventually. And so then there's several things I want to do today. I don't think I'll be working on this too much today. What my goal for today is, I've seen on several stores now. I saved the link for one or two of those stores. One moment, let me just get it up. Is it this one? Here. Yes, I saw this on one of the things. There's like, oh, this is really cool. And so they actually have a scrolling bar here. And so I was like, that is really interesting. And that could be something really cool to add. So then I'm going to see if I can somehow figure this out and implement it and stuff like that. Then I think I'm going to add a whole bunch more instant checkout options. I think I'm going to target the European countries and just try and get those ones done. Although, I want to know how many countries are in Europe. In Europe, ignore my spelling. I have never been that good at spelling. 44 countries. Okay, so I know I can't ship to Belarus. I don't know if Russia is part of Europe, but I always just called it Eurasia. I'm not sure if that's one of its official names or something like that. So I'm not sure, but it might be part of Europe. I don't know. So I can't ship to Belarus, Russia, Ukraine, or Portugal for some reason. Portugal I just can't ship to. I have no idea why. So then that knocks 4 off. So then I have 40. I've already set up like 3 or 4. So, I mean, I probably won't be able to get all of them done, but I should be able to set up a decent amount of those instant checkout. And then I'm just going to probably spend a whole bunch of the day just trying to get this done, get that scrolling wheel thing done, and then also update my drive-through and see if I should add my GSD, HSD number in more parts, because although I do already have it, one second, right here, let's let it load. Right here at the bottom, I do have my tax number here. I do think I should put it somewhere else as well, so I'm probably going to include it in, for example, right here for the shipping options in Canada. I'm probably going to add it to here and update the note to include that so that every order has that as an option and stuff. So I think I'm going to work on that stuff today. So I'll just try and give a few updates. I don't know if I'll record too much because it's probably just going to be a lot of debugging, spelling errors, and just fixing basic and generic stuff. So yeah, I'm going to work on that and yeah, see if I can check in a couple times. So for anyone curious, this here is the code you need to set it up. You just add marquee in front of it. I've never heard of this type of code before. H2, that is normal, but I've never heard of the marquee one before. And 1001 Bricks helped out, and he said that's so 1990, so I'm assuming it's very simple code from a long time ago. So now I'm going to, this is what it looks like. Not there. So here, yeah, right here, I've now got the scrolling banner. So now I'm going to update it to a message that I have to choose. And I don't have too much more space because it's already using up most of it. So let's actually erase this here and that. Then I'll just put 3 spaces or something like that. So I do have around 70 characters for space. So I'm going to do what anyone would do and just quickly make sure I don't show any private details and open up ChatGPT. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT what I should write with the 70 characters. So pro tip, you actually don't need to have the marquee part at the end, only at the beginning, and it still works. So I have that set up now, and so now it looks like this. It's a little bit slow, but that's only because I'm watching it, but usually it's something that will draw people's attention to it, and then yeah, it could help. So I've got 15 more characters I can add, and unfortunately I'm below 16,000 lots again. But yeah, it is ChatGPT gave me 3 emojis for some reason, but hey, it works, so I'm not gonna complain. So yeah, instant checkout for most for orders under 1 kilo to most countries. Shop now. I might try and change that up a little bit, but that's a good starting point. So I think this here is the final one that I'm gonna go with. So shop worry-free, instant checkout for it just takes a moment. So shop worry-free, instant checkout available for most orders to most countries, to many countries. It's not most, I should change that to most once I have most of them added. So right here, and that just pops it on the page. It's something that people immediately, when they look at the page, they'll see, oh, it's instant checkout, and then they'll see that, and then they'll be like, okay, well then I don't have to really worry about shipping costs if they're outside of Canada. I can just say I want to add this to my cart, and then they can just add it and see it and stuff. Although I am on in Canada, so I can't do a test ad to see shipping prices. I don't think, well, I can add it to my cart, but yeah, unable to buy from themselves. So I can't see that there and stuff, but it should, and I mean, I don't have a need to, but then people can just add something to their cart and then just go to checkout, and then they can just see a quick thing that shows the shipping prices for most countries. So then I'm going to change it to from many to most once I get that done. And so yeah, then as we can see right here, I've still got a lot of countries left to go. Although this list won't change, I do want to get for as many of these as possible added. So yeah, I've only got these ones so far, but it only takes like 5 to 10 minutes per one that I add. Like, since earlier I added Japan and Spain, I'm just asking ChatGPT for a new country, and then I just add that country, then I ask it for a new one, and if I've added it already, then I say next, and so on and so forth, and that just gives me a bit of variety between them. I might try to just quickly finish Europe first, though, like I was saying earlier, just to try and get most of Europe out of the way, because a large percentage of buyers in general are from Europe, so that will help. So yeah, then I'm going to just work on this for most of the day, probably. So I think China is going to be the first country that I don't add instant checkout for, because just looking at the differences, for most of them, it doesn't really affect the price in any significant way. If I have size of 35 centimeters for a base size, because that's the largest box, and I checked and it doesn't change the price at all for the lower ones, only for the higher ones, but for the higher weights. But once it gets to the higher weights, it can't fit in a small box anyways. Almost dropped my phone there. But then, for example, with the smaller size, it would only cost $30 to ship. But then if I calculate with this, it's up to $100 to ship. So I think that's with like the new surcharge rates that they added. They added like $20 or $30 surcharges for some locations through USPS and stuff like that. So I don't think I'm going to be adding instant checkout for China. I mean, I've had one order from China. I don't really like shipping there because their addresses are so complicated, and I might even just take off their addresses. I might even remove the option to ship to China, because odds are they might get hit with some regulations in the future anyways. So might be a good idea to just remove that now and save myself, because last time, let me just see if I can show these examples. This here is example Chinese addresses. There isn't just a simple address. There's room number, building number, and street address. And for a lot of them, this is just too much stuff to end up actually putting into an address line. So then last time I shipped something to China, I actually removed part of the address after I looked into the address a whole bunch, because I couldn't physically enter the address into the shipping label maker thing on the website. So yeah, I think it would be a good idea for me to just remove China now and stuff like that. And then I also had to remove Hungary as well, because I can't ship there either, apparently. I must admit, it is a unique option to be able to ship to North Korea and South Korea. Although for North Korea, there's no rates available. At least I'm presuming it's North Korea. It might be a typo or something like that, because they're definitely not a democratic nation. Yeah, it's, so yeah, I'm presuming Korea Republic of is for South Korea, because when I select that, I can ship there, and I'm 99% sure I can't ship a package to North Korea for $15. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that for the option. So just a slight update. I did end up going for, which one is it? Non-instant checkout work in progress right here. And for this one, I put China and Mexico in it. So I might ship there still, but these two don't have any consistently affordable rates. And it's highly variable between even slight different size differences in the package. So for these ones, I'm just putting them on here. It's not active, it's currently disabled. And then what I might do is just have this as a manual option and stuff like that. So I did create this, and I will add some countries to this list if possible. And another country for the list that I can't send stuff to is the Czech Republic, because for some reason apparently I can't ship stuff to the Czech Republic. So I've now made a list. I'll extend it as I go, but then so far these are the countries I can't ship to based off of me not being able to actually create a shipping calculator thing for the country. So yeah, it's, well, not all of them, but like Russia, Ukraine, it's practically impossible to ship there. And also Belarus. But then besides that, the other ones are ones that I just can't even create a shipping label to. And then I have manual only on the side for countries that only have very specific ones. Usually it's only through the USPS option, because that is crazy expensive for the most part, usually starting at no less than $30. So then that's going to be a separate one, potentially. And so then I'm just, as I go along, I'm going to add the countries that I can't ship to here, and then I'll have it on my page which countries I don't ship to, just to prevent people from those countries asking if I can avoid it, because then if I can't ship here, then unfortunately I can't ship there. And it's not that I don't want to, it's that I can't and stuff. And in general, I don't think I'm going to go through Canada Post if they do offer it, because it would be another post office and stuff like that. But if Chit Chats does offer support for these countries in the future, I will add them back to the list, but that is going to stay on the side there. And so now I'm working on also syncing up the store. And okay, yeah, that is, oh wait, I could have done that, have a difference in price. Okay, so could I, items, the Brickowl price equals $1. I don't know how to change that. I don't want to mess something up, but I was about to say I'm going to start syncing up the stores. Just going to quickly confirm there hasn't been any new orders that will cause syncing issues. Just refreshing my emails. No. Okay, so then eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Well, looking at all the other, okay, yeah, there is consistency. It's Bricklink on top and Brickowl. This one here specifically only for Bricklink, so that one doesn't matter. And then Bricklink on top, Brickowl on the bottom. If I want to update Brickowl for the 5,000, use this ratio when comparing prices. I always want to update Brickowl. I never want to accidentally update something on Bricklink. So if I click on this, it probably won't fix the error I had that I was talking about in my previous vlog, which it was just a huge mess I won't get into in this vlog. But if I click on this, then I should be able to update it on Brickowl to match Bricklink, because otherwise I'll have to update it here. Okay, yeah, I'll have to update it here. Okay, so then I'll just do that later then. That's going to be a huge mess to sync up. Glad I started deciding to sync up the store earlier then. Okay, so quick progress update. I'm basically just, to get it done and over with once, I'm just going through every single country, seeing which one I can and can't ship to. I think I already said that though. But now I have, where is it? It's this one here. I've got 119 countries left to go, and so far I've just removed all of these for now. This here is just a checklist kind of countries I still have to check and stuff. So I am currently in the G's. I've done a few of the others and stuff, but then these here are all countries that I can ship to, but they don't have any cheap rates or anything like that. Like this here is where it starts at like $90 a package if I use the same dimensions as where it costs $15 a package for other countries. So this is basically for that. So these ones here would not be instant checkout And I'm not going to lie, I have not heard of half of these countries. I mean, some of them are a bit familiar, but like, where was one? Benin, right there, close to the bottom left. I almost guarantee someone watching this is going to say, oh, I've got a family member who lives there or something like that. And odds are they would be telling the truth knowing the internet. And then this here is the country, the list of countries I can't ship to. I've now added Cyprus, Estonia, the Falkland Islands, and Greece, of all places. Same with Chad, Croatia, Brunei, Bulgaria, Bhutan, and Bolivia. And I think I already showed Afghanistan already. So yeah, slowly getting through the list, and then with this done, then I should be able to just have this out of the way. And so yeah, I won't be having to add nearly as many shipping options as I expected. And once I have this out of the way and know that I've gone through every single country, then if, for example, every 2 years or something like that, shipping rates increase to the point where I have to increase mine as well, I know it's not going to be that bad of a job to just increase everything by, say, 50 cents or something. Because before, for some reason, I was thinking every country could just have instant checkout for stuff like this, but at least not from Canada, because it's so much variation for some of these things. So yeah, I just thought I'd give a quick update on that. After about well, let's see, it was 112 selected, so I probably after 100 and something, actually, is that the updated one? Yeah, after 112 countries, I finally found another one, which is not yet which does have the flat rate or affordable options. So yeah, just like $14 to $93, and that's $91. And so yeah, that's what I was saying. I have these base dimensions here, 35 by 35. I explained this previously. I don't know if it's in the previous log or earlier in this one. But yeah, then you can see it's only $14 with Ascendia and $91 with USPS. So yeah, now I'm going to go and actually add a shipping option for Hong Kong, and yeah, see if that works well. Well, you know you're deep in updating your shipping options and stuff like that when you find a spelling mistake or a presumptuous spelling mistake in Bricklink shipping things. Because I've looked up this, it keeps autocorrecting to Libya, so this here is how it's spelt on Bricklink, and as you can see, once it loads, this is what it's trying to get. And if you search up for what Bricklink has spelt, it's just a crab, and it's not an actual place. So let's look this up. A flag. Well, that's a really unique flag. So actually, that is their flag. Wait, Libya. What? Gaddafi loyalists. This is probably, it can't be a spelling mistake then. Is this, who designed that flag? What? I know that this country does not exist on the shipping thing, because I had that up here, because it has only Libya, not Libya or something. As you can see, this is all of the L's. So does Bricklink identify with the, who was that again? With the Gaddafi loyalists? How did that make the Bricklink country list? What? And why isn't the original Libya on here? I know there's a few countries missing, but wow, this is unique. Yeah. Old flag of Libya. Keep it simple, be meaningful, use a small amount of colors, no lettering or seals, be original or related. This is a very unique flag, but I can't tell if this is a spelling mistake or if they're supporting the, who was it again? Gaddafi loyalists. So who knows? This is really confusing. So then just a quick checkup or check-in or something for the end of the day. Ended up having the one mistake here. Well, this wasn't, I wrote it on the wrong thing, I think. But Macedonia changed their name to North Macedonia, or Republic of North Macedonia or something like that. So I did change that over to this list. So yeah, now I've got these, and well, I showed these there. So now I've got that stuff done. And now there is 62 countries left. And for the syncing, there are 6,000 lots left that I have to update the price of and stuff. So yeah, that is gonna be there for a while. I won't be able to finish that today because it's already getting a bit late. But yeah, slowly making progress on that. So yeah, just thought I'd give it a check-in for the end of the day. Snow. Better angle. The cars have trapped their prey of snow. A thing from Canada Post saying that I have a package ready for pickup. So then I'm probably going to go get it before I have breakfast then. Just going to quickly check a thing here, but yeah, then gonna pick that up and then might be recording another video. Package acquired. Yogurt time. Just sold the Lenny Spaceman again. This time he sold for $18 plus $7.50 shipping to the States. So definitely glad I've topped up on him a little bit. So yeah, then this here is the haul from that was in the mail today. So some of the nicer finds were, well, I mean, they weren't necessarily finds, like they were there when I bought it, were 2 Jango Fett's, 2 Iron Men, a Count Dooku, Kylo Ren, and this guy who I can't remember the name of, but is worth a little bit. And in my opinion, the best find was a Joker hair. I can finally relist him if it's not damaged. And so yeah, overall, lots of great stuff in here. So now I'm going to edit that video, post it on YouTube, and then I just realized I forgot some other receipts upstairs that I was going to put there. But I paid the import now for the other Canada Post package, except that one I'm probably still going to have to go to the post office to actually get it. So yeah, that's done. And then, yeah, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish with all the shipping options. There's like 90 countries left, I want to say. And that will take a while. So I'm going to try and just get that done first. And then with whatever time left I have, which today, which should be a little bit at least, I still have to pull orders and stuff like that. So yeah, what I'm going to do then is just start focusing on this, try and get the video uploaded and all that good stuff. And yeah, then I'll check back in then. So the interesting thing about YouTube is it seems like no matter what, unless I actually bring the video through Clipchamp at least once and then process it in HD, even if I download it direct from iCloud and upload it directly to YouTube, it just will not process HD, which is weird considering my first video on YouTube, which was a store tour video, I managed to get in like 4K or something. 1 second, I think it's this one. No, it's not. It's this one. Okay. Which is weird since the very first video I ever put on YouTube was the store video haul thing, which I was not store haul, the store tour thing. And yeah, it was in 4K and I never did anything. So, I didn't put it in Clipchamp or anything like that. It was just one take. And I waited it for upload to iCloud, and then I posted it. So I have no idea what the difference is. But yeah, then I guess I'm going to have to, once I get this up and copy the details from this one, then I'm going to delete this one and stick with this one. But yeah, I wonder what the difference is. I finally finished with this thing here. I probably can't save it yet. I need at least 1 country. So what is a random country that I have never received an order from? And there's probably no accounts on Bricklink for. Let's go for the infamous... Let's see here. Well, there's a couple that don't sound familiar in the slightest. Okay, the infamous Maratuina, the infamous place most Bricklink users are from. So I'll save those changes there now. And then now that that is saved, there's only 1 country there. So what I'll do is I'll go to shipping, and then I'm going to find where it is. Okay, so it's not that one or these ones or that. Okay, international shipping. Oh, wait, I could do it from this page. I don't know why I didn't do it here. So yeah, this here's the one with that. So then I can just click disabled, save changes, and then let that go from there. And then I'll update this. And so now I've got these countries except for Canada, which doesn't have instant checkout yet. But as soon as they eventually one day hopefully add the tax thing or separate by provinces so I can collect tax in Canada better. I don't trust the one where customers have to choose which tax percentage at the end because it's just asking for issues. Although some stores do that, so props to them if they are able to get that going. So now I've got instant checkout for all of these countries here, and I've got all of these shipping methods right here. So that is set up now. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a list of countries that have instant checkout, and then a list of countries that I can't ship to, and then a list of countries, well, this one I probably won't actually write into a list of countries that I have to wait for an invoice. And in general, for any country on this list here, any of these three sides, it'll start at least somewhere high 20s to low 30s is the lowest shipping is. So that is all done there now. So now I can start the other stuff, but at least I finally have this done. So I won't ever hopefully have to have that issue again of someone placing a quote and then all of a sudden I have to message them and say, sorry, I can't ship there. And also it's nice to have instant checkout for the majority of orders to a whole bunch of countries, because I'm pretty sure most of these countries here make up the majority of buyers in the world. So there's that. Oh, and majority of buyers on Bricklink in the world, I mean. So yeah, then yeah, making some progress finally. It's now 4:21 p.m. on day 2 of shipping label thingy-majiggy. So now what I'm basically doing, let me just get it back up here, request a quote on Brickowl. I just finished removing a whole bunch of these countries from here, of the countries I can't ship to. So all of those were now removed from here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now check the list of remaining countries against this list just to confirm that it's good. Although I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because there's a lot of different countries. Although it seems like not that many, because there's only this right here with each block basically as its own. So I am going to go through this now and then just confirm that's all good. So now on Bricklink and Brickowl, I've removed all of these countries as shipping options. So then once I confirm them as being correct over here, then I'm going to go back to Bricklink and then add them all back on the one shipping option to for that, and then update that shipping option just to be more descriptive and precise and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just what I'm doing now. I've now finished adding all of the countries back on Brickowl, and so now I'm having supper, but then I have to do the same thing for Bricklink now. All right, making progress. I've found a few more that I somehow missed before, such as East Timor, Côte de la des French or something like that, and Cape Verde or Cabo Verde, it's known as both, which I can't ship to, so I added that to the list. Then I've now got all of these ones done, so this paper I'm finally finished with, and now it's onto this paper here, and then I'll be done. And just for reference, I've now got 100 countries added. So if I save this and go here and then refresh this, then I can start to see the list of countries I ship to growing again. So slowly making some progress. And so yeah, that's all those shipping methods there and stuff. So yeah, almost finished, just got one thing left, and then hopefully I don't have to enter shipping methods again for a very long time. Or, well, part of me hopes that I have to enter them soon with when Bricklink hopefully one day adds Canada tax, so that I can have instant checkout for Canada too. But yeah, then other than that, hopefully I won't have to enter shipping methods for a long time. I might find a way in the future to have instant checkout for some of these locations, but then again, I might not, considering that I don't think I have ever really gotten orders from many of these, or I mean, if I've gotten orders from like 2 of these countries here, so I probably won't be adding instant checkout, at least not anytime soon. And yeah, I haven't even processed the mail from this morning, and possibly tomorrow I'll be getting a lot that I won a long time ago now. Let's get this up real quick. It is this one here, that is going to be arriving soon. It is 400 minifigures. Just getting this up here. It was this one here. And this one should be arriving soon. Its tracking says it is currently in Mississauga, has been processed, and so usually that means that it will be here the next day or so. So then, yeah, maybe if I'm lucky, I should be able to get that tomorrow, although I'll probably still have to go to the post office to pick it up, even though it's already had its taxes paid for. But anyways, one paper left, and then I am finally finished with all this stuff. Well, actually, I'm talking too soon. I still have way too much shipping related stuff to do. I still have to go on Brickowl now, and I realized on my template I had it wrong. I had request a quote or request an invoice, except on Brickowl there's only request a quote. So I'm gonna have to change that on all of these shipping methods that are instant checkout ones, and then I have to do that. Then I have to do a couple other things for that. Then I have to work on updating a drive-through. Then I have to do a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't think I'll be getting much stuff listed today or tomorrow, for that matter. Maybe even more than that, but one step at a time, and yeah, hopefully don't have to do anything like this for a long time again after this. And I also forgot I didn't finish syncing up the stores last week because it was the huge pricing thing. I had to update all the prices and stuff like that. So I still have to also update Brickowl. So today is definitely an administrative day, but I just finished with all of these on this one as well now. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to first set up the syncing thing to start with that. And then as soon as that's done, then I'm just going to compare the lists of what I can't ship to the unselected ones on the shipping options. And then after that, I should be done with that one step of the shipping things. Well, apparently I am the blindest person on the planet, because I thought it was updated, but it's just the one person reported it. And I was like, okay, I'll just confirm that which one was the correct spelling. And so it hasn't been updated yet. It is L-I-B-Y-A, so L-I-B-Y-A. And so that's what they have it here. And so then on Bricklink, it's still spelled wrong. And then the message I was reading way earlier was saying that they acknowledged it and they're going to pass it along. I don't know how I completely missed that and everything. So I don't have to change the spelling on this page at all, because this one is correct. It's only this one that's incorrect. I am just out of it today. Yet another update. It turns out I am blinder than a bat, because I somehow completely missed where it said Macedonia North, and I was looking in Macedonia on the shipping thing and I couldn't find it. So I was like, oh, what if I try North Macedonia? And it's right there, and what would you guess? They have shipping rates. So now I need to go ahead and remove Macedonia from the list, which is right here, and then add it to the list over here. I believe it is. Yes, I can just go for Macedonia, because they changed their name from Macedonia to North Macedonia. I remember researching this. So this, I can add, save, and then save changes. Then I need to go here, and if it's not already here, let's see. Oh, North Macedonia. It's right there. All right. And so then I need to go here and delete this. Then I can save this. And I'm leaving this open for some reason. I can't remember the reason, but I know there's a reason why I'm leaving this open. So I'm going to leave it open for now. And then I also need to go here, remove this from the splash page, which is hosted externally on Weebly. So I can publish that. And now it should be fixed. And so then I can go and grab my pen again and finally go right here, Macedonia North, cross it off. And that's why I was just quickly reading over the lists to make sure I got everything before I threw them out. So I hope that's all of them now. And just since there's probably someone who saw it, I just might as well quickly address it. The Island Islands, which you can see here, are actually something that isn't on Bricklink, but is on Brickowl, because if I go to Brickowl and go here, you can see at the very end, it's Island Islands. But then on Bricklink, when I'm looking here, these are the only ones which I don't have shipping enabled to, and it is nowhere here. USA is on a separate one, so it's not on this one. But yeah, it's not anywhere on this list, so that is why that is blank. So I guess with the, just like with the other one, just for some peace of mind, what we can do is cross that off, put the pen back, and then continue reviewing the list and make sure I didn't miss anything else. Alright, I finally finished syncing up the stores again. So this here is all complete with no differences in inventory detected. So then I can exit this. I had to just, let's get this to focus. I had to change the sale percentage of this cup to 0 because this is a minifigure on Bricklink, but it's a part on Brickowl. So I had to just change that sale percentage. And so now Brick Packer is done, and then I've now updated all of the stuff on here, although I am going to just do one thing quickly now, and that's confirm I have the same instant checkout options available on Bricklink as I do on Brickowl, because I opened up 24 different options here to update them with the new remarks. And so I counted 24, then I went to Bricklink, and I also counted 24. I'm like, okay, that's good, except when updating the remarks on Brickowl on these ones, there ended up being one that wasn't one of the instant checkout ones, so there's only 23 here. So I'm just going to confirm to see if I just miscounted or I opened something extra by accident or what's going on with that, and then I'm going to fix that, and then that's done, and it's slowly getting there finally. I think I found it. As we can see right here, there's one called New Zealand. However, looking at this one, I can't see a New Zealand anyway. In the ends, there's the Netherlands and Norway. So I think that's the one that I need. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to open up all up once more and just make sure that I have all of that done and stuff. So then just about finished. Okay, so now the shipping stuff directly is done, and I also added my tax number to the 2 Canadian ones, so that should help buyers potentially when they do that, because let's see if I can show an example. I'm not sure if it'll update it on old ones. We're about to see it. I don't want to show any information. Okay, so yeah, now it looks like this here for the shipping method. It has Nub Select is registered as an official business and is required to collect sales tax. So now I have my tax number on the receipts. So if you are a Canadian store watching this who does collect sales tax, it's this here is probably the simplest way of including it. This here is just saved as a message to buyer on the shipping options. 1 second, let me just show you what I mean. I'm just hovering over my store, settings, shipping, and then selecting the Canada Post option. And then as you can see here, it's just added as a note. So that's that there. So that's done. And then all the shipping stuff is done. I've updated. I remembered what I needed to copy from Bricklink to Brickowl. So I've updated it on Brickowl to have the list of all the Canadian ones. Brick Packer is done. So shipping stuff is done. This number's been added. Okay, I think I've done a little bit of the stuff I need to. I still need to work on a whole bunch more. I've got so many other things I need to work on for this stuff. So time to find what needs to be done next and start working on it. So just grabbing a set that sold from the eBay room. It was one of these ones. Not this one, I'm just moving this to right here for now. So I'll just grab one of them. This one sold for $90 plus shipping. So that's good. I'm going to put this one back over here now. So that is good. And on the side, so yeah, 2 more of them left to go. I think this here's the 3rd one, I want to say, that's being sold. I know there's 5 or 6. And now there's only 2 left, so it's selling well. I've now updated the banner thing on Bricklink a little bit. So now instead of the instant checkout thing for other ones, since the majority of my buyers are in Canada, I changed it to a Canadian one, which is get affordable shipping across Canada, starting at just $2.49 and never exceeding $10. So I think that one there is more fitting for this, and that'll just show that it's cheap shipping in Canada. So hopefully that works a little bit better. And yeah, just thought I'd show that real quick. That's too much fun. You can actually adjust the speed at which the scroll wheel goes by. If you add the scroll amount equals 35 to it, then you can just change that to anything. Actually, I could change it to 1, and then I can go back here, and it moves incredibly slowly. Or I could increase it to, say, 999, and then this is gonna be super fast. Oh, this is too much fun. I can kind of select it ish a little bit, and I know I have to try. I'm gonna add a couple more 9s there. If this breaks Bricklink, I'm sorry, everyone. Saving. All right. You can't even see it. It's going so fast, presumably. Wow. If I get rid of 1 9, would it help? Maybe. Let's go back and try this. Nope, still can't see it. Let's try this to 9,900 instead of 90,000. Yeah, you can kind of see that. It's moving slowly, or it's trying to. Let's try changing it to 7,500. Would that get the helicopter blade effect more so? Let's see. Well, kind of. Actually, I wonder if you can get like a perfect amount of, say, like 5,000 or something, and then it would stay in the center and just be flashing. Oh, it actually shows it twice. Oh, this is just too much fun. So yeah, this here is pretty cool, although I think I am going to stick with my other one, which is just this up here. It's now 9:57, and I'm going to start pulling orders. Well, I already got the eBay orders pulled, but now I have to start pulling Bricklink and Brickowl orders. I know you guys have been missing those segments, but I haven't been. But there is another spider right there, just chilling on the roof a little bit. So someone's about to arrive shortly who's going to remove it. Its journey in this world is now done. Got some packages in the mail again. Just for the most part, it is the dark pink spaceman parts and stuff like that. And then got a thing from Canada Post saying, oh, I have to go pick up my parcel again from the post office, despite all taxes already being paid online. Like, the person refuses to go to the door to get a signature or anything like that. So we always have to make a separate trip to the post office just to get packages and stuff like that. So hopefully this should be the very last one that I ever have to go through Canada Post directly in order to get a package, because now I should be using the shipping forwarding company for future ones. So that is hopefully something doable there. And so yeah, now I've got to pull a couple more orders that came in, and then I also sold one on eBay, and I think I remember it. Let's see, can we find it? It's Hawkeye, the one with the nougat hair. It's not easy with one hand. What if I hold it like this? Well, I can't really see anything. Actually, I'll look through the camera on the phone because I can see. Oh, there he is. Sold this guy, 15 bucks plus shipping. So then I'll put that over there, and then there's like 3 or 4 or so more orders I have to pull. Then I'm going to see if I can start the auction on this guy. I might do a 5-day auction just because, from my experience, it doesn't really make that big of a difference. What the auction is, as long as it ends on a Saturday, it's generally pretty fine. And I think weeks are 7 days long, and so Sunday and Monday are over. So yeah, might have to do this, although it probably is too late then by what I just said there. So might have to leave that till next week then. I am not sure on that at all. But yeah, then I'm going to just start pulling orders and yeah, then ship stuff out. And it just seems like I'm missing a light here for some reason. Although all the lights do seem to be on. So yeah, I have no idea. The wall of bags, those things get used a lot or something. but then they just always end up back here once they are finished. So yeah, I have no idea why it seems like there's a light off here, but who knows? I'm gonna start pulling orders now. Okay, recap time. I just got back from the post office. So now what I need to do is I just got this stuff here. I need to remember to order more shipping labels because that's my last roll. Put this to the side. Put this in recycle. These back in here. Then I need to move all of this stuff to the side, and I'll push this to this side. Actually, I might just move these over to here for now, because I got the other package finally, so that's good. So then I'll grab that. It had a bit of tumble down the stairs, but it should be fine. So right here, let's set the phone down for a second while I bring it over. Then I will be recording a video on this sooner than later, probably in like 5 to 10 minutes. For some reason, this box was absolutely massive. I did not think there was that much in there, but I guess there was. And so this one here is like 400 minifigures and stuff like that. So then I have to do that. And then I had my first international order with instant checkout from the new instant checkout that was set up. So as we can see, we got Poland right here. It was $31 excluding VAT. So then I can pick it up, and yep, it's Poland instant checkout. And yeah, worked out well. 11 half on shipping. Ordered just a couple of parts right there, but that's all right. And yeah, so that works well by the looks of it. Gonna open this, and yeah, making progress. So yeah, I don't think I showed that much really from what was in the stuff today, but there's a lot of amazing stuff in this lot specifically for Lego parts and stuff like that. There's like Inquisitor torso and headgear, which is right here. There's this version of Lloyd, which you can never remember his name. There's just a lot of really good stuff in here. I mean, there's going to be some fake stuff mixed in still. I thought I removed most of it already. But yeah, on an overall scale, this was a steal, basically. Ooh, here's the Urkai helmet. I didn't see that earlier, but he is in there as well in pristine condition without a cracked torso, which is very rare. Some Scooby-Doo, Lord of the Rings, a lot of Monster Fighters, which I'm not gonna lie, is one of my favorite themes. It just looks pretty cool, and I never even saw this until just now. That's an expensive headgear as well. Just lots of amazing stuff in here. Definitely worth it. Probably one of the best ones I've gotten in a very long time. Okay, this time I can now say that it's actually being fixed, at least I think. You can see it's now right here. Libya is now spelled correctly, and it's L-I-B-Y-A instead of L-Y-I-B-A. I can't remember. It's confusing, but yeah, so then we should be able to see stores. There's probably none there. You probably have to sort by users. I don't remember how to do that. Community. Feel like I'm looking right at it, but I can't see it. No. Well, it's here somewhere, but it looks like it's being fixed, so that's good. And yeah, I'm just now starting to process some of the stuff from the one lot. I haven't gotten any of this stuff processed yet. There is a lot of stuff here. This is going to keep me busy for a while, but that's a good problem to have, and stuff like that. So yeah, just lots of stuff to get through, one minifigure at a time. We are now going to see if we can just clean up the table a bit and then try test moving that thing there, the desk there, from that angle to that angle, so that we can see if I can finally fit underneath the table with this chair. So yeah, I'll try to keep updated with how that ends up. Okay, so it turns out we can't really do anything right now because, as you can see, there is a brace over there. So that's not going to be something that would let this table be moved. So yeah, I'm going to have to think of another way of doing it, or eventually when there's more time to do that. But the good result of this is that I cleaned up all of the stuff from this table and put it on the side. So now I have room, more room now for different stuff. So I can finally have a little bit more room to work. So yeah, that's not going to be something that can be done tonight. It took what seemed like forever to finally get the clips uploaded to the cloud. from the vlog. So now I finally got those done, and then I'm just going to press Control and select this and this. All right, so I've got these 4 clips, so I can delete these now because I don't need them anymore. Those 2 are for Instagram. So that's done now, and then I can go to here and then go select YouTube. I don't think I clicked it. There we go. And then I'll just leave that up over here so I can remember to put the video there once it's done. So then I'll just minus this, and yeah, just let it process while I work on listing some more stuff. So yeah, some just progress and stuff like that. Filled up one drawer again, listed a couple city minifigures and stuff like that, because why not? Oop, that didn't work out too well. So yeah, it's just some of that stuff got listed. And then this row of stuff to list on eBay is getting fuller every single day. I don't know how much more I can put in there. I still have this stuff to go from the first lot. I definitely won't be able to start on this today, and if I do, it'll only be a little bit, but I don't think I can at all. I'm just going to put this one part over here to list, but this looks like it is in pristine condition. You can look at that. You don't even see any scratches on it, so that is definitely a nice one. It's a little bit of stuff, but that can just be wiped off. Yeah, this one is in overall nice condition. It has some minor wear right there. Not sure if it'll pick it up on camera. You can see a little bit by the eye type thing. Yeah, then I'll just put that one there to list it. So yeah, just giving a quick update on stuff. Making good progress on the minifigures for stuff to list on eBay. These ones here are all labels created and ready to list on eBay. These ones here are ones that still have to have labels made and stuff like that. So still a few left here, and then there is going to be a lot from here and then a lot from these ones as well. So I probably won't be listing them on eBay until a little bit more is done for some of the other stuff. I just realized that this can be closed. Just leaving this here for now because I just rebuilt that. And then I can finally throw this out. Yeah, it's still recycled. There's a little bit of glue on it, but I don't think that's glue per se. But yeah, that is still recyclable because I just finished ordering a whole bunch more labels. So that's all good. I got 5 rolls of 500 for $14 Canadian a roll. Can't go wrong with that from Chit Chats. So yeah, just overall making a bit of progress on that stuff, slowly but surely. Just getting to work for the day now, but today is a Wednesday, so that means that this is the end of the vlog. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and I had a order on Brickowl. It was an instant checkout with the stuff that was set up, but it is an order to Qatar. They pay $30 shipping for like $6 or $7 of bricks, which isn't that rare of a thing per se. But the interesting thing, or suspicious and worrying thing, I should say, is that I got a warning on Brickowl because it was paid through a credit card and stuff, that the credit card's registered country is different than the country that the order is being shipped to. And that's a little bit sketchy, but then would people really want to spend $6 for fraud on just a couple generic Lego parts? But it doesn't help out that the buyer's account is only 1 day and 20 hours old, so it's just really sketchy, and I'm going to look more into that. I might cancel the order and refund the buyer preemptively just because it's really sketchy and stuff like that. I haven't done that before. So yeah, I'm just going to take a closer look into it and try and decide what the best course of action would be. But yeah, then I have heard that even for low dollar orders, there is sometimes still fraud involved because they use it to test credit cards out to see if they are actually working, and that was or is a huge problem in Europe. So yeah, and I know Qatar isn't in Europe. I think it's in like the Middle East. But yeah, I'm going to have to look more into that. And then it could save me the hassle of having a charge back down the road. Because then I would also be out the shipping cost. So I could be out 36 bucks or I could be out $6. And I'm going to have to look at the options and stuff like that. So that's that. And then I have to finish these minifigures. Then I have to finish Why won't it focus? There we go. Then I have to finish those ones. Then I have to finish all of those, and then I can finally get to some of the listing them on eBay. And then we have to eventually make a little bit of room here, since we are potentially, well, most likely, sometime in the somewhat near future, going to be having our kitchen renovated, and that could take a while. So we're going to need to have the kitchen down here available. So you might be seeing a different setup in this area here in the somewhat near future, like within the next couple months or so, for that. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes, and stuff like that. So yeah, still lots of stuff from here that can be listed, that has to be processed and everything. It's a Kylo Ren face on a Ninjago prisoner torso. Well, actually, that is a city prisoner torso, probably, also, or mostly, but I think it was also used in, like, the one prison thing. So yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. I have to start uploading the videos now, and yeah, so thanks for watching if you got this far. No, wait, yeah, today is a Wednesday, so yeah, next vlog will be out Saturday. So I've decided what I'm going to do is with the suspicious address from Qatar and Denmark, I'm going to just ask ChatGPT for its expert opinion on the matter, and just ask it if it raises any red flags. But I did look into the address a little bit more, and it does seem to be, I don't want to show the exact address, but I don't know how I can really avoid showing it. But basically it says that it is, where is it? It's a real estate agency. So it is, I don't want to show the name, but it is in Qatar, and it does seem to be a somewhat good thing. It's got 4.4 stars out of 140 reviews on Google Maps. So maybe it's not that sketchy, but I'm just gonna see if ChatGPT thinks it is, because I don't know if it's notorious for Qatar for there to be credit card fraud, and or this one's actually debit cards. So if I'm not mistaken, with debit cards they can't even do fraud in that sense, because like, I mean, I wouldn't get a claim back charged against me. So it might be someone from Denmark who is going to ship stuff to their work at Qatar or something. I don't know. There's all kinds of different possibilities. I think I'm going to ship there most likely. So I'm just going to see if there's any super big other red flags that I've missed. Otherwise, I do think I will be going through with it. But then I don't want to show any details, but I'm just going to confirm real quick. The billing address. Okay, yeah, it's weird. It's a debit card originating in Denmark, but the address registered to the card is in Qatar. So it's just really unique and interesting and a little bit suspicious, but yeah, I think I'll go for it and just see if there's any other red flags I'm missing. And yeah, otherwise, I already accepted the payment, so now I'm going to just do this, and then after that, it'll probably all go well, most likely. And then, yeah, get back to working on some of these cards for eBay, and then continue listing stuff out of that container.